This town's so lame, I'm feeling so wired. It's 4 a.m., I'm not even tired. We're in your car, we can drive away. Oh yeah, we're almost there. I'm loving this feeling of something new. Just right what I needed. Take me there, we can drive away. Oh yeah. Listen to the midnight radio. Listen to the midnight radio. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain, no delay, gotta let go. A gentle breeze, the night's got a fever, to the moon and back, playing loud in the speakers. You and me, can I marry you right away? Oh yeah. Listen to the midnight radio. Listen to the midnight radio. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain, no delay, gotta let go. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's a couple days later. I think I only filmed a couple clips of me like making the bed. I had all the intention to vlog the other day, guys, but it just didn't happen. So here we are. Welcome back. Today is a Monday. I went and cleaned house today, and we made cookies, chocolate chip cookies. So I get to go clean and bake at the same time sometimes, but honestly, it's kind of nice to do like a change up from just cleaning. So, and I like baking, so it works out fine. So I'm eating a cookie, but I come outside to walk. It's really cool out right now, but it's so humid. My camera keeps fogging up because the humidity has been so bad. It's been thunderstorming on and off around us today. I don't think we've really gotten a really bad storm here today. Cole's taking a nap. I haven't even seen him yet today, guys. When I got back, he was going to bed. So he should be up here in like a little while, but I wanted to come out and get my walk in, so that way later on I won't have to. So I got my tennis shoes on. We're gonna walk. This is like what I like to do when I start like to help me like get fitness wise. I'm really not a workout type person. I hate working out, but I love taking walks and even jogging sometimes. But as far as when it comes to like doing the push-ups, the whole sit-up thing, hate it. Don't like doing that kind of stuff, but I honestly really should, and I really need to do some of that stuff. Uh-oh, we have raindrops. I don't know if it's gonna rain on me. I might not get to walk. It is really weird because over here there's no rain clouds, and then back here it's like really cloudy and it's just sprinkling, but it might just be like a little sprinkle. Let's hope. I don't know. I'm gonna continue to walk anyways. Now let me just tell you guys, down here needed watered so bad. All my flowers like died because we're having like a drought with it being like in the 90s. My flowers didn't get watered like they should have, and we didn't water like we should have, so that's our fault. But it's just been so dry. We haven't even had to cut our grass because of how dry it's been, but it's still alive. But I'm gonna have to go and get another battery because this one's probably gonna die. But I wanted to give you guys a little update and ask you guys to maybe leave me a comment if you've ever had a dog, or yeah, basically a dog, to have hip dysplasia. is what it's called. Now, we haven't took Otis to the vet yet to be diagnosed for this because we noticed it last night. After Otis come in from outside, you guys know Otis is a very active, he's very healthy. He's not overweight. He is where he needs to be. He's going to be 3 years old next month, and he, all the stuff that I was researching a while ago on my phone says that dogs with hip dysplasia need a surgery, and I'm a little overwhelmed. Not so much just because of like surgery, but for the fact that I also read that Otis will have to live with that the rest of his life. And Otis is like walking around limping a little bit on the left side, and he's doing a bunny hop, which is like a huge sign of that's like what's wrong. So now, right now, he took off running and he's fine. Like, he can run. So, I don't know if this is something that's just, like, starting up and if it's going to get bad, or if, you know, like, if he's had this maybe. I read that it's genetic. He is a Labrador and a Golden Retriever mix, which both of those breeds have this problem. And for me to sit around and think that my dog is going to have to live the rest of his life like this, just got me like so sad a while ago. So I wanted to come on and talk to you guys without trying to like get teary-eyed here, but it's always something every time you turn around. You know, it's just, I can't with animals, you know, seeing animals in pain, seeing animals hurt, or just in general, I cannot. So it's really hard for me to think that my dog's gonna have to live his life like this. And I don't know if maybe you guys had some tips or anything. I know I saw some people saying they give their dogs some supplements. I don't know anything about supplements, like, and I prefer to like do my research before I buy something to make sure that it's actually gonna work. It's just sad, like here in America, I really feel like we should have a lot more better system where stuff isn't so expensive. And even for animals, to take your dog just for a checkup is like ridiculous, almost like $100 just to take them in for a checkup, which I just think is crazy. Like, that's crazy. So I just wanted to give you guys that little quick update. I gotta change the battery because we're going dead, but we're gonna walk before the storm comes and before Coal Island gets up. But if you guys have ever had any experience with that with your animal, your dog, please let me know down below. Good morning, guys. It is the next day. I'm gonna try to finish this video today. I've been just like on a flop where I don't know what it is, guys. I don't really know what it is. I just haven't wanted to vlog much, and because basically we're not doing much, and normally, I don't know, I just haven't wanted to vlog. And I went to work yesterday, and then I vlogged a little bit, but not much, just wanted to give you guys that update on Otis, and he's limping this morning. I feel so bad. So we're gonna have to, I'll give you guys like future updates on him. But my husband's daughter, we thought that her dog had that, but what he actually had was a torn ACL. So I guess that's like your muscle, and that's a less serious injury, I think, because it can be fixed really easily, I believe. But Otis isn't like whining or like acting like he's in pain, but he definitely has a limp and stuff. Now last evening he was running and didn't look like anything was wrong with him, but he still has like the limp. I think whenever he goes to rest and lay down is when he gets like probably stiff, and when he gets up is when he limps. But today is Tuesday. I was originally supposed to go to my grandma's to clean, so she actually has a lot going on this week, and she wasn't going to be home today. So we're not going to go, and that was going to be a cleaning video for you guys, but it's okay because I might just film cleaning here at my house this week, and I'm getting really pumped for like fall stuff, even though it's way too early. It's still July. I'm not ready to decorate or anything, but I'm just excited, you know, for the fall decorations, and I cannot wait to do that. But me and Cole might go to the Dollar Tree. I haven't been to the Dollar Tree in a while, and see what they have, and see, I was kind of curious to see what all cleaning products that the Dollar Tree has. The Instant Pot meal tonight, I will share it with you guys. We're gonna do, it's supposed to be like a healthy meal. It's like a pesto chicken with potatoes in the Instant Pot. And it looked really good, and I actually have all the ingredients, so I don't have to go and buy anything, which is nice. What else did I want to tell you guys? I don't really know. I just woke up like not that long ago. Cole's also just woke up. My husband went to work, and I'm just doing a really quick makeup look that I did yesterday, and I actually really liked not wearing my full-on eyeliner yesterday and just doing some eyeshadow underneath my eye, and then on top of my eyelid as well. Can't think, guys. My brain is not awake yet. But I also wanted to just and you know, guys, YouTube is I don't even know. There's always going to be people that have stuff to say, and I had to defend somebody on YouTube because I watch her videos. I've watched her videos for years, and she's a big YouTuber. The comments that she was getting on her latest video, I just didn't think was fair, and I didn't agree with what people were saying, and I just feel like these people that leave comments like that are just miserable in their own lives and very unhappy, and they have a lot of jealousy towards other people, and I just feel like, you know, why even watch people if you're gonna leave rude comments, you know? And I just don't agree, you know? And I know like everybody has their own opinions and stuff, but I just feel like this girl did not deserve what she was getting at all. So guys, I know you're not supposed to respond to hate comments, but I had to defend her a little bit. So she was basically saying that YouTube is not a job, which is bullcrap. YouTube is a job, and a lot of people start businesses off YouTube, and they run them full-time. And unless you do YouTube full-time, and I don't even have my own business or anything like that, but I know that YouTube can get a lot more time-consuming once you start a business with it, and you start working with brands, and you start going on work trips, and you start doing things like that, if that is what you want to ever do with YouTube, and you get to that point where you can do those things. It's a job. So I don't really think it's fair for people to come on and comment on other YouTube people that do YouTube to say that YouTube is not a job, because that's just not accurate at all. Unless you do it, then you don't have a right to say that to somebody else. And just because you go out of the house and you work a 9-to-5 doesn't mean that people that do YouTube don't work, and people that stay home and take care of kids and they're a stay-at-home mom, they do their chores, they do cooking, they do laundry, not to mention all the errands that they run every day, they grocery shop, all these things that they're doing isn't like a 9-to-5. No, it's not. And people think that, I'm so tired of women not acknowledging other women, and I just really wish that people wouldn't put other people down. And saying that the things that we do here in our own home, whether we're filming a cleaning video for YouTube, right, is not work. Well, guess what? It is work. If you've ever cleaned a house before, you know that house cleaning is not easy work, and I used to do it for a living. So, yeah, you wanna take me up on that and clean houses for a living? Because it's hard work. And and I went out of my house to clean houses, and guess what? I'm still doing it. And it takes work. And so I'm going to film what I'm doing in the process, but I'm not working. Yeah, okay. No. So guys, I cannot argue with these kind of people because it's crazy to me. And then she was getting a lot of hate for not taking her kids to Disney World, when her kids have been multiple times to Disney World, and she went on a work trip to go to Disney World and with her girlfriends. And the poor girl, I don't know, the way that I've seen things on her video, like I obviously don't know things that go on in her personal life, but I know things have been kind of hard, and she seemed to be going through a lot of things. And that's another thing, is that people don't realize that they don't know what these people are going through behind closed doors, and I think everybody should just be freaking nice and not be hateful and be leaving comments to put other people down. And so she got a lot of hate for not taking her kids with her to Disney World, when it's like, it'll be okay, you know. She went on a girls trip for a work trip, and her kids understood. Not only, and also they have been multiple times, and it's not like she doesn't do things with her kids. And it blows my mind that other women are putting women down when they don't include kids in every single thing that they do. Almost like you're not allowed to. As a mother, and there is women like this, not everybody's like this, but there is women that every single thing that you do, you should take your kids or involve your kids. And you guys know, for me, in the way that I see things, it is like certain things, like I feel like I would feel bad if I didn't include Cole, like going to like even Disney World, like, but considering her kids have been multiple times, it'll be okay, you know. Or just like me and my husband do everything with Cole. We do so many things with Cole. And guess what? It is not a crime for parents to go and spend a night away from their child and have time to themselves. It is not a crime. And I'm tired of people making it out like it's a crime, because it's not. And people need to have, like, parents need space. They need time. The kid needs time away from the parents as well. And parents need to be able to reset, refresh themselves, and they need to go have fun. They need to be able to be themselves, and they need to be able to have a good time too. Now, if you're doing it like I don't know, like all the time, consistently, like every time you turn around and you're not doing nothing with your kid, then that's a completely different thing. But I know damn well that this girl is not doing any of that. So I just think it's unfair for people to come onto a video and say these kind of things to people. And I know I shouldn't get involved, because if you watch Dr. Phil's video, never involve yourself with a hater. You're supposed to just ignore it, but it's hard to do that. Being on the internet, it's really hard. All right, enough rambling. I'm gonna go. That was my little vent sesh for today. How about let's just be nice to everybody and be supportive of other women. And the fact is that the girl is making an income to provide for her family. And if you could do that off of something that you enjoy doing for a living, you would do it too. And also, let me just say, that is people being jealous is what that is. So, enough being said, let's get back to getting ready. Alright, so we finally got ready. My hair is natural. I just put some of that oil in it. Helps tame the frizz, and since the humidity is so bad where I live right now, yesterday when I come back in from being outside, I look like a poodle, guys. That's how bad my hair was. So I just put it in like a little bun, little half back. I actually think it's really cute. So I kind of touched up these front pieces with my straightener a little bit. But makeup look is super simple. Just some eyeshadow, a little bit of black eyeliner under my waterline, and my favorite mascara. Some blush, a little highlight. It only takes me like 5 minutes to do this makeup look. So It's really quick and easy. Are you eating Cheerios? He likes his Cheerios just dry. Don't you? You're a little snacker. Now, if we could try to get him to eat a banana, that'd be pretty good breakfast. His Cheerios ain't that bad. But my bananas are turning a little bit spotty on me, so I might either have to make, or I was going to say banana bread, which that sounds really good, but I need to make a squash pie because I got a lot of squash over here to use up, and I don't know if I told you guys, but I made a squash pie. Turned out amazing, so I might make it again, but I need some sweetened condensed milk, so we might have to get that at the store. But I might just freeze these bananas because I use them for smoothies when they're really ripe like that. It's a good time to freeze them and put them in your smoothies. So I'm not really ready to eat breakfast yet, but I did buy some more of this cereal, which I don't know if I think I shared this a long time ago when I was dealing with my reflux, which has gotten a lot better recently, but I'll tell you guys what I've done to kind of help with that. And I'm also trying to work on just eating healthier foods in general and smoothies and that kind of stuff. But eating really, if I eat processed stuff, I'm gonna just try to eat like kind of clean stuff. Now, I've had Oreos. Long Nose was in the bed. Oh yeah, did you sleep with Long Nose?
No.
Okay, I'll be in just a minute, okay? But I wanted to tell you guys the thing that I've been doing that I found out for me. You guys know I don't drink alcohol because that was a huge trigger for me. That's normally what flares all of my stuff up. But also caffeine. I think that caffeine is a trigger for me. So I haven't drank, if I drink tea, I get decaf. And I don't drink even decaf coffee yet, just because coffee in general is still very acidic. So I just haven't tried to drink coffee because I'm just trying to get my stomach to get better. But this cereal is so good, and it's only has those ingredients listed on the front, which is pretty cool because it's like I feel like a healthier processed cereal. It's a little pricey. It's like $5 for a box, but it's good. I think it's really good cereal. And yeah, I wanted to give you guys that update. I've been drinking a lot of decaf tea in the morning. Sometimes I'll just make a little decaf, or I'll have that like red raspberry tea. I really like it iced. It's really good. If I don't want, if I want something other than just water, because I know water just gets boring. Guys, we're gonna make our squash pie. So this portion of the video, we're gonna be doing some recipes here. So I'm also gonna show you my dinner tonight as well to end off this video, because this video is already kind of long. Anyways, you're gonna need some vanilla extract. I will put the exact measurements down below, but I got this off of another girl here on YouTube, but I will put the link to her recipe down below. But this is a really good recipe to try. And then we got pumpkin pie spice. Now, in her recipe, it calls for grated nutmeg. You can use that if you don't have pumpkin pie spice, but I had this and didn't have the nutmeg, and it honestly worked really good. So, you're gonna need some ground cinnamon, 1 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk, some squash. These are kind of like smaller squash. For me to fill up a 9-inch pie, I just have one that was frozen. You can make your own if you want, but I just bought this in the frozen section, and you want to let it thaw out, so I did that. And about 3 medium-sized squash will fill up this thing, so I might only end up, but these are kind of small though, so I might just use all of them and see. Hopefully it doesn't overflow too bad. But basically, and then you're gonna have your 2 eggs, but you want to let these get to room temperature. So those are our ingredients. Really simple, really easy to do. What I do is I blend everything up together in a blender before I pour it into the pie dish. The first step that we're gonna do is we're gonna take out all the seeds out of our squash, and we're gonna cut it up into little pieces. I will show you guys once I get that done. So I thought I would share this part just in case nobody's ever done this before, because it was my first time last time. But I'm just using an ice cream scoop. You can use a spoon, it'll work fine. But you just want to basically take all the seeds out of your squash. And if you've never done it, because last time it was my first time and I didn't really know what I was doing, but you want to make sure you get all the seeds out, but try to like leave, you know, as much of the squash that you can. All right, so then it should look like this, and see you still got this part of the squash left, and now you're just going to cut it. I'll show you guys how I do mine really quick, but I just take my knife and make little cuts like this. They kind of look like little moon shapes, and you just kind of cut them just like that, and then we're gonna put that in our skillet with our butter that we're going to use. So you get your 2 tablespoons of your butter in your skillet, and you're going to melt that down, and then here's our squash. And what we're going to do is basically cook our squash until it's soft and like translucent, you know, like pretty soft. Takes about 10 to 15 minutes because you don't want to burn it. So you want to put it on like a medium, like a low medium heat kind of area, and just watch it and just keep stirring it until it's all cooked down really well. And then in the meantime, while I'm waiting for that butter to melt, I'm going to go ahead and put everything into my Nutri Ninja is what I have, a little blender. Guys, so what you want to do after you cook them is you want to let them sit and let it completely cool off before you put it into your blender. I just got my floor vacuumed, was trying to clean up a little bit in the meantime. So once it's cooled down pretty well, I just kind of put mine on a paper towel to kind of absorb any excess moisture. And you're just going to put all of the squash right into the blender. So now we're going to bake this in the oven at 350 for 50 to 55 minutes, close to an hour. So my mom actually came and got coal at 1. It is now 3. The pie is done. And I'm going to go ahead and get started on my dinner so I can show that to you guys. But here's the pie. I'm letting it cool. It just got taken out a little bit ago. When it comes out, it'll be a little puffy like, but it'll go back down. So yeah, here's the pie, guys. So we gotta let that cool for an hour before you want to eat it, and then you can just put it in the fridge and serve it with your favorite whipped topping if you want. It is so good, guys. I cannot wait to have that later. But right now I got me diced up some potatoes. I got the sweet potatoes. You guys can use regular if you don't want to use sweet. I didn't realize that these are super thin, so I hope they don't get overcooked, because I think the ones that the girl used in the video was kind of a thicker chicken. And then I need to get out my pesto, but first I'm gonna season my chicken. And she didn't do that, I don't think, but you guys know me. I love my seasonings. I love to season my chicken and my meat. So I'm gonna do a little seasoning. So for me, I'm gonna do onion powder, garlic powder, and I might do just like a little bit of Italian seasoning because I like the way that that tastes. Maybe even basil would be good, I feel like. And salt and pepper too. So I'm just gonna do a little onion powder since I don't have an onion. And then the garlic powder. And then I'm just gonna put this side down first because what we're gonna do is we're gonna saute this in the Instant Pot and put 2 tablespoons of olive oil into the pot. So this looks really good. But I love Italian seasoning, and these normally my go-to-goes for stuff. And then I might do just a little hint of basil for that extra like flavor. So I'm gonna do some basil. All right, so now what we're gonna do, sorry guys, this is like you guys are on my little miniature tripod. So I should have got my like bigger tripod so you could see what I'm gonna do. But basically you just wanna let this get hot, turn on saute. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put some olive oil into the bottom of the skillet, just like a little bit. Okay, that's probably enough. A couple tablespoons. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our chicken in. And I'm gonna season the other side of it. So since I got like really thin ones, I'm not gonna have to cook them very long. So let me season this really quick. So once you got your chicken seared, we are going to take out the chicken. I'm doing another one here, but we're gonna take it out. All right, guys, so you're gonna take your chicken out. I'm like, forgot to get my broth in there, you guys can see. So you wanna do like a cup of broth. I'm gonna stir that stuff around off the bottom because I kind of burn it a little bit. So you don't wanna do what I did, but it'll be all right. Just kind of scrape the bottom a little bit. That sucks. But anyways, don't burn the bottom of your thing. You gotta be quick about this, and I was not quick. So, I think it'll be fine. So I got my 1 cup of broth in. She used 2 because she wanted to use off the whole thing. So it really depends on how much you want to use. Now we're going to set this for 10 minutes on pressure cook. So if any of you guys are new to the Instant Pot, it does take about 10 minutes to come to pressure. But once it does that, it's going to count down on here for 10 minutes. This is a super easy dinner recipe that's literally going to take no time at all. It's a little early to cook dinner, but I wanted to get it done since Cole's not here. So hopefully this tastes pretty good, guys. Hopes are held high right now. So then we got some Parmesan cheese. I got the grated kind that we're going to put over it. And then our pesto we'll do when this part is done. Guys, it smells so good already. It doesn't even have the other ingredients in it. So what I saw, yeah, my sweet potatoes are a little on the, like they're definitely done. So the girl that made this took the broth actually kind of out of the mixture. So what I might do is I might remove the broth, and then first thing, since my potatoes got a little bit on the cooked side, I might take the potatoes out and put them in a different bowl and then remove the broth, and then you're supposed to add your cheese and pesto. So you can make a gravy out of the broth if you want to. So I just put about a teaspoon and a half of pesto, spread it around on the chicken, then I put Parmesan cheese. I took my potatoes out because they turned to mush, but if you want to cook them more whole and maybe cook them, like I said, don't dice them up as much and use the regular potatoes. You can keep them in there and then just add the pesto and the cheese all at the same time to everything. But it's however you guys want to do it. But I feel like this is such an easy recipe and it smells so amazing in here right now. Here's the broth that it made. I just tasted this alone and this is really good. So there's that. I made the boys, I put some cheese into their mashed potatoes for them, but I just made them some of those Idahoan instant ones because they like regular potatoes. And then I'm making me some steamed broccoli, which I think is done. So I'm gonna do a little taste test for you guys. So you can add, I just wasn't really thinking about it, but I put a little cinnamon in my sweet potatoes because I like cinnamon in them. Good sweet potatoes. I'll try the chicken for you guys. Really good. It has a lot of flavor. It's really good. Super easy, healthy meal idea. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to give me a thumbs up, hit that red subscribe button if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.